What's up, everybody? Intro Mahone here with Jesse Parker.
What's up, guys?
We are going to be showing off some Unified Minds decks for the World Championships in today's video. I have got Garchomp and Giratina Malamar here featuring spell tags trying to snipe damage on Jesse's Pokemon and then finish them off with huge calamitous slash attacks. My Garchomp and Giratina GX also features Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX, if I don't have to worry about any Psychic type attackers. And then, what do you got, Jesse?
I got Pikachu, so we're going to try, we're kind of sticking with like the standard decks right now that we think are going to be strong. So I think Pikachu, I'm going to try out my build for it. It seems like a pretty consistent, a very consistent deck, actually. I got some interesting techs in here. I got the Jirachi with the 3 mirrors attack. It's very similar to Buzzwole, Baby Buzzwole with Sledgehammer. But your opponent has to be on 3 prizes, not 4. So the theory is a tag, your Pikachu gets knocked out, then you go in swinging with the Jirachi, which can be boosted with Electro Power, so 30 plus 90 if they're on 3 prizes. I also have a Stadium Navi in here to try to grab my Thunder Mountain. It's flip 2 coins for each head. Grab a Stadium out of your deck. So assuming I flip 1 heads, I can go and grab that Thunder Mountain, which is really strong. And basically everything is what you'd expect. I have some Lysander Labs in here to try to turn off so the spell tags in Malamar, and then I got like a Volkner base build with Raichu. So a lot of the stuff you can probably expect to see in Pikachu. We're going to see how it pans out here against Malamar.
Sounds good. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to give my Twitch channel a follow as well, where we are streaming live, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, stream live every single weekday. And big shout out to everybody who is here watching the gameplay unfold in real time. Awesome stuff. So, let's see, Jesse, would you like heads or tails?
I'll take heads.
And let's see, tails it is.
Right.
I'll be going first. Big deal for Malamar.
Yeah, going first is huge.
Especially against Pikachu, where you could expect full blitz usually to be happening on the second turn of the game. Definitely like having that advantage. You're good, man. I'm going to be tapping.
Yeah, we're going to be automatically tapping each other's decks just
4,
to keep things going here.
5, 6, and 7. Somehow I've got no basics.
All right, I do have a basic. I will put it down.
Pretty sure that I'm playing a...
And since I am going second, I'm going to put that down as well.
8 Psychic, I think, and 3 Fighting Energy feels about right in this
here we
deck.
go.
Guerrero. I always call it Guerrero because I cannot pronounce that correctly. Guerrero with the 3-month streak. Thank you so much, Guerrero, for that sub. 4, 5, 6.
Enjoy your Weavile badge.
7. Oh, we got Sneasel badge. The Sneasel, or is it Weavile? Oh, Weavile.
Weavile. 3 is Weavile.
Shiny Sneasel is at 6 months.
Sneasel is evolving.
Yes, excellent. All right. Well, good luck, Jesse. Let's get this show
I'll take my
on
extra for the mulligan.
the road.
All right.
Yep. I'm going to draw for turn. We've got Pokemon Communication. Going to use that to trade my Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX in and just start to get some Inkays into play. I guess I could have gone for a second Jirachi. I mean, that's like kind of bold there.
Yeah.
Let's actually take a look and see.
This depends on what your hand looks like.
What we got going. Actually, the second Jirachi isn't there. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. This is a little bit risky, I guess, but I have a Switch and a skateboard in my hand, so I think I'm going to try and just bounce between these 2 Jirachis to get my board established.
Yeah. I think maybe if you were going second, you would grab the Inkay, but going first gives yourself some extra time to get those Stellar Wishes
5.
off.
So we do have another Pokemon Communication. I already have a supporter in my hand, so we could just grab that. And then I'm going to switch into the second Jirachi, and I guess I could just go ahead and Stellar Wish again. At this point, I've got 2 Pokecoms in my hand, though, and I know I'm not drawing any more cards. So I think I'll just go here, and then we're just going to Cynthia. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
And then I still have another Stellar Wish after the Cynthia. Might be a little greedy there, going for the double Jirachi. But,
give yourself some options. I mean, you play the Switch out of your hand again to the other Jirachi, Cynthia to see what you can find, and then you Stellar Wish after. A lot of mistakes I see people do is they'll Stellar Wish before they play their draw supporter. I think it's usually ideal to play your draw supporter and then Stellar Wish to give yourself some options.
All right, I agree. We got Mysterious Treasure here. So I actually did buff out of that hand just fine. Yep, so we are going to get 2 Inkays down into play, which is excellent. And then I do have another Stellar Wish off of this draw. So that's a good start. Giratina in the discard pile as well. Unfortunately, I don't have an energy in my hand, but that's fine. So that's, we can maybe find a Viridian, something like that. I have an energy. I actually could slap the energy onto a Mewtwo and Mewtag Team GX. That wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah. Because I think Mewtwo and Mew is probably fine in this matchup.
Yeah.
I'm going to Stellar Wish again. And we've got a bunch of stuff here. Pokemon Communication, Switch, Viridian. I think I probably am going to lay all this down. And then next turn, we just want to draw cards, really, is all we want. I think it's actually fair to get the Pokémon and probably I could use Dedenne GX and draw more cards. I could pop the Giratina, maybe bring that out, looking like I'm going to get a turn 2 attack with Giratina. The Dedenne is a little bit of a liability, especially giving you the option to potentially Tag Bolt for 5 prizes later in the game.
Yeah, right.
I think that's probably something that I would like to do, though. So let's grab that Pokemon Communication. Okay. And I think we are going to go in and just draw more cards. Give myself as an explosive as a turn 1 as I possibly can. And that way I'm just guaranteed to get the draw cards. So we're going to Pokémon for that Dedenne. Pop the Giratina out. I got Spell Tag. I got Fighting Energy. We're going to put those both onto the Giratina. And then Dedenne change for 6 cards. And that'll pretty much ensure that I'm going to get a turn 2 attack. I like that. Whereas if I maybe just bench the Mewtwo and Mewtag Team GX and then just pass, right? Then I'm relying on Stellar Wish. Yeah, we'll Distortion Door, bring the Giratina out of the discard pile there. And then attach Fighting, attach Spell Tag, and Dedenne change to draw 6 cards. Right, so that way we're like, okay, we're probably getting Malamars, things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And sure enough, yeah, that hand is looking pretty good. I don't think that you're necessarily going to, what does this do, 30 plus?
It's just 30 plus 90 if you're on 3 prizes. So it's kind of irrelevant right now.
I'm just thinking if you're, like, what are the odds you knock out my Jirachi? That's kind of like what I'm...
I would need 2 Electro Powers and an Energy Switch and an Energy, so it's possible, but...
Certainly possible. I think I'm cool. I'm just going to pass and let you have it. All right. And your go.
Draw for turn here. We definitely have some cards here to play. We have a Volkner and a Lillie, so I'm probably going to go for the Lillie here since I can play my hand down pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and play 2 Cherish Balls.
Oh, sounds good.
A 2 GX Pokemon. Cherish Ball lets you search your deck for any GX Pokemon. Very strong trainer card coming out of Unified Minds. So we're going to go ahead and grab... I don't think I need a Dedenne here since I have a Lillie. I'm going to grab a Pikachu. I might even just grab the Raichu to give myself some attacking options here. So yeah, I'm going to grab Pikachu and Raichu here. Or as my friend John calls it, Choo Choo. So,
Choo Choo. I've seen quite a few Choo 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 fans. Let me know in the chat. All right, what do you prefer to call your Raichu and Alolan Raichu? Do you prefer to call it Choo Choo or Raichu or Raichu and Alolan Raichu? All right, 1 for Choo Choo, 2 for Raichu, 3 for Raichu and Alolan Raichu. Let me know your vote in the chat.
Y'all better be putting those ones in the chat because Choo Choo is the correct name.
Choo Choo is the correct name. Jesse Preston is 1.
My friend John convinced me. I think Choo Choo sounds great.
Dude, I am on Raichu, dude.
Yeah?
I am calling that thing Raichu. Right. I am not going to call it Choo Choo.
Or I might even just call it Raichu, honestly. I just stick with the one Raichu. Because honestly, there isn't any other Raichu you can get it confused with.
It's officially Choo Choo. Agent Silver says. What are we bringing on the Raichu train? Choo Choo! Like, I don't know about that. The Raichu train, the Choo Choo train. I don't know about the Choo Choo train, bro.
I don't know if I want to bench this Zeraora because honestly, it's nice to keep a Pokemon in my hand in case I find a Pokecom. So I think I'm going to. How many cards do you have in your hand there?
We've got 6.
I think I'm going to play the reset stamp just to get it out of my hand.
Bro.
And I felt like he might have had some good stuff in there. So.
How did you know?
I don't know. Sometimes you just have
hand
that
was
intuition.
lit. I had Viridian double Malamar.
So I might as well play it because
bro, he's screen hacking.
It gets I did not. Hey, hold on a second.
I'm just playing, bro.
No. But I did yesterday. I did kind of see that though. I saw that I could see your hand in the camera. So
you can. Well, we're playing.
Yeah, you know. I mean, we're basically telling each other our hands as
because
we go.
This is world's testing,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
All right. So now I can Lillie for 6.
Sure. It's a pretty good turn 1 there. See, I had.
Okay, so we got some good stuff here. We have the Pokecom, which is what we were looking for. The good old Heart Gold Soul Silver Pokecom. We're going to play that down, and we're going to shuffle Zeraora back into our deck here. And too bad we did not get an energy switch, so I don't think we will be taking a knockout this turn.
Yes.
But we are going to... We have a switch, but not an energy switch, so we're going to... Go ahead and I probably will just grab the Cocoa Prism Star here. Let's see here. I might grab a Zapdos too. I think I'll grab the Cocoa Prism. I would grab the Zapdos here if I could take the knockout, but since I can't, it might just be good to go for a turn 2 full blitz.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, because generally you want to well, actually, I could actually get the knockout here, possibly. I think I will grab the Zapdos. I really like getting the turn 1 knockout. I think it's really strong.
Especially against Malamar.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to dedenne this hand away just to really go in and try to find me an energy switch.
Yeah, find
that's
energy
all
switch.
I need right now.
Or if you're discarding an energy, you could find the Cocoa.
Right. And I am going to be discarding an energy with this dedenne too, so... Also, I could find the Stadium Navi and get a Thunder Mountain. That'd be good too.
Ooh.
But I don't know if I want to burn it this early.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and play Lysander Labs down.
Okay.
Man. And then we're going to...
Hating on my
know.
tools.
I think I'm not going to play Switch here. I'm just going to go ahead and play the dedenne down.
Sure.
And discard these 4 here.
So the Thunder Mountain not an option now because.
Oh yeah, because I Lysander Labs. Well, yes.
That's fair.
So we're gonna go ahead and try to find the energy switch here. We did find it on our last card, so that's really good. So we're gonna retreat to Zapdos, and energy switch.
Man, I knew
Up
my
to
skateboarded
Zapdos.
skateboarded Jirachi going down.
And then we will Thunderous Assault.
Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna promote Jirachi here since I have a switch in my hand and draw for turn. It's actually a perfect top deck. I needed a I needed actually a Mysterious Treasure in order to discard a Psychic Energy or a Viridian. Either of those will work, so we are going to go for it here off Stellar Wish, and we found the Viridian already, so that's great. And Mysterious Treasure, so that's even better. We'll I think we have a pretty decent shot of hitting. What's up, Mythic Muffin Man? You the man, Mythic Muffin Man. Thank you so much for the sub there. We're going to grab the Mysterious Treasure, though I do really want to discard that. Actually, I have the Malamar in hand, so
Viridian.
Yeah, I'm just going to get Viridian.
It also turns your spell tag back on.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah. I didn't realize I had the Malamar in my hand, so getting the Viridian there, definitely what's up. We're going to use that Viridian to discard a Psychic Energy, and then I'm just going to fail my search because we're going right back into the deck. Ken SB! Thanks so much, Ken SB, for that sub. Awesome stuff. We've got the...
Welcome to the Weavile Club.
Yeah. Oh, Weavile Club. 3 months. That's what's up. All right, we're going to Psychic Recharge and then switch into our Giratina here. And then I'm going to just use Cynthia. I have the spell tag in my hand, but no one really worth attaching it to. And what's cool here is, yes, we're not really taking a super relevant knockout with the Giratina, but it has a spell tag on it. And, you know, I did just counter one of the Lysander Labs, so we're hoping that Jesse has to kind of eat that spell tag damage somewhere along the line.
Yes.
And you played 2 Lysander Labs in the deck?
Yeah, there's pretty good chance. I played 2 Lysander Labs and 1 Thunder Mountain, so and the Stadium Navi. So I think there's a decent chance I find it, but
3,
we'll see.
4, 5, and 6. Cool. So I've got a second Malamar here, and I do have Mysterious Treasure in my hand, just trying to think about... Actually, yeah, we could just discard this Espeon and Deoxys. We don't necessarily... We could have that be in the discard pile because we play Mewtwo and Mewtag Team GX.
Oh, perfect.
Which is super sweet. We can get ourselves another Inkay, I'm thinking that, or we start to power up like a Giratina or something like that is like our other option, but I don't think that I'm quite there yet. I think I'm just going to try to establish this board a little bit better. It's risky if I leave myself with only 2 Malamar, no Inkay. That way Jesse could knock one out and leave me in a kind of compromising situation.
All right.
So we'll just go in with the Shadow Impact there. Actually, yeah, I don't have another Psychic Recharge Bill. So, yep, we'll take that knockout with Giratina.
40 damage.
Take the prize. Oh, yes, I was about to just straight up forget that 40 damage again. At this point, I don't necessarily think you're going to go in with another, like, non-GX.
Right, that makes sense.
So I think I'm just going to place it right on to, Giratina there.
I think I will just, doesn't really matter what I promote here. I think I'm going to promote Zeraora.
No energy in play. I like that.
And this is a little worrying because what I'd like to do is get my Coco Prism out here and then dedenne because of the bench space I have to be right now. But
you can't dedenne first. Right?
Yes. So I still might be able to get it though. I can play my hand down a little bit and lillie for some cards. So I think I'm gonna Electromagnetic Radar, discard a Lightning and a. Honestly, I don't see. Do I keep the Electro? I think I do. So I think I will. I need the Lightning in my hand, so I have to decide between these 2 cards. I think this is probably less important, so I'm going to discard Electro Power. Actually, I'm going to discard Custom Catcher, because then I can play the Electro Power. I really need to hit that Coco Prism here. I'm just going to fail that search, because there's nothing I want to grab. Just trying to play my hand down here. And I think I'm just going to burn the Electro Power. Could even let my Xurkitree, if I need to attack with that, smack for some more damage. But this is where I'm not a huge fan of the Xurkitree because now he's down to 5 prizes. So now if he knocks out Pikachu, he'll go down to 2, and then I won't be able to activate the Xurkitree's 3 mirrors attack. So it's kind of awkward if you go in with Zapdos first. I'm going to go ahead and play Electro Power.
Sure.
And then I'm going to Lillie for 4.
Yeah, I found myself feeling that way about Zapdos in this format. Just like when I lose an energy with it, it feels really bad, especially since you're going for that like turn 2 full blitz every single game.
Right.
And then it doesn't really. The only way it really helps with your prize trade is if you force maybe 2 Zapdos knockouts and 2 tag team knockouts, something like that. That's just like very hard to pull off.
Honestly, I didn't really find good stuff, and I definitely can't dedenne this hand away. So
let's go.
I think I'm just gonna have to pass.
Ooh.
Attached to Pikachu and Path. So
I am a-okay with that.
So I definitely don't like to see that, but I don't think it's definitely not over yet. But we'll see. What happens.
It's not over. Yeah, you gotta.
Definitely doesn't feel good though.
Keep trucking. I actually have like this very odd hand where I'm like, okay, I don't want to discard any of these cards. I actually just I like them all. And I would love to Viridian just to get another Psychic Energy into play, but I low-key just need like all these. So I think I could Lillie for 2, but I would almost like to just Lillie for more, like guarantee myself a more explosive Lillie if I get to like maybe play all these cards down. I don't play any sort of Gust effect or catcher card, so I'm okay just smacking this this Zeraora here. And I'm not going to put 40 more damage in, because then that really opens up the door for you to take a knockout potentially with the Xurkitree there. We've got Straw Hats are cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Straw Hats are cool. For the 300 bits, says loving the world's format testing and stream. You rock, Straw Hats. Thank you so much for the support. All right, and that's going to be your go.
Draw for turn here. All right, so now I have the Volkner, so I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and play Volkner.
Sweet. And you are playing a lot of Volkners in that deck.
Yes, there are. I think I just cut one for a switch, but there's 3 of them. There's also four Lillie and 3 Cynthia. So there's a good mix of supporters here. Not really sure. exactly how I want to play a support line, so I'm just kind of playing an even mix of everything.
That's kind of where I'm starting with a lot of
Yeah.
my testing too. Is like if you don't know how much of something you're to play, just play both.
Exactly.
You know, if I don't know if I like acro bikes or order pads better, so I'm playing both in my Pikachu list right now, and trying to feel it out, make a decision. I don't know how many Vulcaners, so you try 4, try 3, try 2. You know, see what feels right. You know, what allows you to execute your game plan the most consistently.
So this is awkward because I only have one Pokemon in my hand, so I can't, and it's dedenne, which I need to draw cards, so I can't get the calm here to calm for my Cocoa Prism. So honestly, I might just get the Stadium Navi here, and try to fish for an Thunder Mountain, so I can just attach to my Zeraora, then dedenne, and try to find another energy switch. So I think I'm gonna play that,
Seems
and we're gonna
reasonable.
go ahead and play the Stadium Navi here, and we're gonna flip coins that aren't the same color as the ones I have as damage.
All right, yeah.
And we hit one head.
Ooh,
so
got
good.
it.
So we got what we wanted. We'll go in, grab the Thunder Mountain. Lay it
Sick
down.
riffs. That's awesome.
So Stadium Navi coming in clutch there. Might let us get up an attack here.
Still need to find an energy switch,
Yes,
though.
need to
You're
find an energy switch.
only going to be drawing 6 cards.
Or a Cocoa Prism would get there too, so.
No, because you're playing the Dedenne, right? Your bench could be jammed.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Yep. So we are in desperate need
Uh-oh.
of an energy switch. Yes.
That Raichu and Xerkitree are taking up valuable bench space. Oh,
They
no.
are really creating a logjam here. Yes.
All right, so attach to Zeraora. Electro Power, we'll custom catcher for 1, and then we'll day change.
All right.
So I'm not a huge fan of that because we're getting a lot of energy in the discard pile.
Say it ain't so, Jesse.
Boy. Oh boy.
This could be a swift on the game,
Not
too.
a fan of this.
You can attack with Xerkitree.
I can attack with Xerkitree, so that's probably what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go
The
in
Giratina that lived forever, bro.
Oh my goodness, this Giratina, he's got so much HP. What do I do?
I'm gonna end up just like damaging my own board so much that you know.
All right, we're gonna 3 mirrors for 60 damage since I use the electric power.
Sure. 60.
Actually, well, hold on, 1690. Oh, actually, I can knock it off if I do the other electric power.
Do you?
I think I might as well. I mean, like, honestly, I don't like burning that much electric power. I think I'm going to play the other electric power just to knock
That's
it out
fine.
with 3 mirrors. So 3 mirrors for 90 damage.
All right, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and just throw that Xerkitree up on the screen so
Sure.
everybody can see what you're rocking with. We got the Xerkitree from Unified Minds.
Thank you, Mr. Squeezle, for the 4-month streak.
Mr. Squeezle, thank you so much. All right. We have got 4 damage counters here
Yes,
to place. This guy is at 130 plus 40. That'd be not enough. We are definitely just going to put that all onto...
Seems good.
Well, actually, I think we only need to put like 1 here because I'm going to end up taking it out.
Right, with the Giratina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll put
seems right.
1 here. Then we're going to put...
Might even
2
like,
here.
If you put 4 here, he'd be
I
2
think
distortion.
2 here,
Knocking it out.
because in case you attack with him, then I
That's
could
true.
do 240, and then we're going to put 1 here.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
So the spell tag, like, really helping me to kind of clean up this board for myself and make it so that I have a lot of options going forward. All right, so we've got Stellar Wish. I've got Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX. We know that Jesse's down, 3 Electro Powers now?
Yes, unfortunately.
That feels pretty good. I'm definitely into that. So I have not that many prizes left to take, and I definitely am going to start off by countering that Thunder Mountain.
Oof.
First things first, I've got Acro Bike, 5 prizes left to take. I'm going to discard Acro Bike into Giratina. Gotta love it. Okay, we've got Escape Board 2. I think I'm going to put the... Now, this is my last bench spot, so that's kind of tough, and I don't want to necessarily go in with my Mewtwo and Mew unless I have to, but I really don't think that Jesse is going to knock it out. If, let's see, I could put 20 damage counters into play. That's never going to be enough to clean up your entire board, so I'm thinking that this could just be Potentially another Giratina turn, but we don't want to allow for like a tag bolt or something like that. So I think that this is probably another Giratina turn. So we're going to Distortion Door and put 10 on this one and 10 on probably, I don't think that it really matters. We're going to put 10 here too. Yeah. Then we're going to put an energy onto the Giratina and Lillie for 4. 2, 3, 4. And let's see, I do have a Mysterious Treasure here. I'm going to Stellar Wish first and kind of see what I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really like that spell tag there. That's good. And we're just going to end up going in with this Giratina again. Taking out the circuitry, going down to 4 prizes remaining. We know that Jesse is probably going to go in with his Pikachu. If he can't turn off my spell tag, then I'm going to be able to spell tag really Zeraora, KO Pikachu for game there. I'm thinking that we just ditch this Inkay with Mysterious Treasure to get myself my 3rd Malamar, which probably feels fine at this point. If Jesse knocks out one of my Malamars, so be it. I think like I'm probably still in range to just like win. You would have to double custom catcher it. Like, I think I'm probably fine. And then like maybe tag bolt another Malamar. I think I'm okay. So we're gonna Mysterious Treasure and get that other Malamar into play just to kind of thin the deck. That or I could save it to guarantee myself the Giratina next turn, which I think, actually, yeah, let's do that. All right, rewind that. Yeah, we're just going to grip the Mysterious Treasure because that way I can ensure myself a way to get my Garchomp Giratina, which I'm probably going to need.
It's usually the right play to give yourself options for next turn.
Yeah, especially since, well, there's no shuffle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's much less shuffle draw here, so if I do get shuffled in, like, we're fine. So we're going to retreat after a double Psychic Recharge with the Malamars, and then I do have the spell tag in my hand.
Very nice.
And we're going to Shadow Impact for knockout, placing 4 damage counters onto myself.
All right.
With Giratina.
Seems good. I will promote my weak limping Zeraora here, and then we will draw a turn.
Yep.
And that is a great job.
Yes, that's Zeraora. Very close to KO.
Yes. So I do have a very good stadium here. I have the Lysander.
Yes. That's actually essential because the Zeraora, if it were to get hit with a spell tag, that'd be it. It's perfect math. So.
Actually, before I do the Lysander Labs, let me search for an energy.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna search for an energy here.
Very good. Very good.
And we're gonna grab the lightning energy, and I don't think I'm gonna go back in, so we're gonna shuffle.
Still need an energy switch to pull off this full blitz, though.
Yes, and that is what I top decked actually, so I think we're in there.
Very
I
good.
didn't have to Volkner for it, so I didn't need the energy though. One thing I'm a little worried about right now is I'm pretty low on energy. I've had to discard quite a lot, and I haven't got to use my Cocoa Prism yet, so it's a little worrying, but I think we might be okay here. I'm going to attach to the Pikachu here.
Sure.
And I was even thinking about maybe trying to get another Pikachu, a fresh one out to attack with that, but we're going to actually, now we're going to replace the Viridian with Lysander Labs, and then we're going to retreat and
got that energy
switch up. Yes, sir. And now we can, I like to keep these 3 cards. These are good to have, so I'm going to Lillie for 3.
Sounds good.
We did find, we found some great cards. We're going to go ahead and bench a Cocoa Prism.
Sounds good.
I think I might just use it now just to get some energy, more energy into play for next turn. I'm going to Dance of the Ancients here. Put that off to the side. Not search my deck. Search my discard pile. For 2 lightning energies.
Yep.
Attach 1 to jirachi. That's probably going to be the other attacker I'm going to use. And then I will put 1, just in case I don't think I want to put anything on my Zeraora, because if that does get knocked out, then I'm going to want to have something to hard retreat into. So I think I'm going to put 1 on the dedenne here.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to hold this hand here, and I'm going to full blitz for 150. Sure. And the spell tag is not triggered because of the Lysander Lab, so that's very nice. And
yep.
Just attach the 1 energy here to my Raichu.
Ooh, that's a lot of energy down.
Yes, it is a lot of energy down. So I was hoping not to draw one off my Lillie there, but that should be fine. I can just attach it next turn.
For sure. So we got Pikachu and Zekrom finally using full blitz attack, getting into getting that energy accelerated. But that also gives me an option to finally take a 3-prize turn, which I have definitely been looking forward to. All right. 1, 2, 3. Did I draw a card?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. All right, there we go. So we got Mysterious Treasure. That is actually a great top deck. Second Mysterious Treasure for a Garchomp Giratina, and then Mysterious Treasure it away, and we've got the things we need. All right. Now I would like to potentially hit. Let's see, Mysterious Treasure for Garchomp and Giratina Tag Team GX. Ooh, yeah, only one in the deck. Good. The other one happens to be prized. And then we're going to Mysterious Treasure away the Garchomp and Giratina Tag Team and get another Malamar. And we've got pretty much everything we need to clean this game up. Going in with the Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX is extremely good here because I can just throw 3 energy onto it and take this KO. And then since I have the Espeon and Deoxys in my discard pile already, all I need to do is not lose the game this next turn. Well, it's a tough call. I would say all I need to do is not lose the game this next turn. You haven't GX'd yet. You could theoretically
tag switch.
No, because your Thunder Mountain's gone. So you are not hitting. You're not hitting that 5 energy for 250 right now.
Well, if I tag switch and attach for turn, that'd be fine.
He's
right?
going down. So you will
he's
only
going
have,
down. Okay.
You will only have 4 energy.
Okay,
so
yes,
I'm safe to go in with the Mewtwo and Mew, and that means that next turn, if I survive, I can just use Espeon and Deoxys' GX attack for game. So that's kind of going to be my game plan here, and I'm just getting the
good.
Mewtwo and Mew. Let's see, up onto. Oh, yeah, that's ugly.
Ooh,
what happened to your color coding there, Mewtwo and Mew? Why are
like
you
him like that? He's like dark and.
Oh no, he's ugly. Yeah. Oh well. We'll put Espeon and Deoxys up instead. Mewtwo and Mew. I don't know what happened to your color profile there, but it's all good. Okay. Got the Mewtwo and Mew. He's definitely getting a fighting energy, and then I think I can safely just use Psychic Recharge here. Thank you so much, Hypeax, for the 100 bits. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
Then, yes, good morning to you as well. I'm actually going to use the Stellar Wish here first as well. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually do have the Viridian. Nice. So I get to counter that. It means I don't need to use my switch this turn.
Right.
And
that's good. You want to save that for the inevitable Raichu.
Absolutely. So that's good. And then I actually just have switch in my hand. So I think we kind of just keep it because I'm going to have to use the switch for game if you paralyze me with the Raichu. So I do have one more Psychic Recharge that I can use. I don't think it hurts to put that extra energy on the Mewtwo and Mew in case I need to, for some reason, put 20 with Espeon Deoxys, but I do also have the potential to go in 3 times. That's fine. I think I'm just fine keeping my energy here.
Yeah, it might be good.
We'll do that, and then I could put the energy onto my Dedenne, but I don't think it matters. We're just going to copy. Yeah, we'll Psychic Recharge the last one on Dedenne, and we'll use Perfection to copy Calamitous Slash on Garchomp Giratina for 3 prizes. Leave myself with 1 prize remaining.
So that sets up checkmate for you there.
Yep.
And I don't know about this. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do Vulcaner here. See what we got left in the deck. I don't know if we can get there. I don't think it's possible. But we're gonna look at what we got here. Let's see.
Yeah, do you have
Honestly,
any way out of
I don't
this?
think there's any way I can get out of this, so I think I'm just gonna do what I would do if this were like a game where I didn't know you had switch and just go for the attack with Raichu, because honestly, there's not much more. I was gonna grab the energy switch there. There's not much more I can do about it. I mean, if in theory, if he didn't have the switch here, I might just win the game with Raichu, but if he has the switch, then that is definitely game. So I'm going to just grab the energy switch. I'm going to attach to Raichu, and I have the double custom catcher, but honestly, I want to be hitting into this Mewtwo, so I'm just going to go ahead and retreat and use Tandem Shock for 160, and you're paralyzed.
Yup. And then we are going to be able to clean this game up with Espeon and Deoxys. I've got Espeon and Deoxys in the discard pile, and we're going to use our GX attack, Cross Division GX. So I do have Switch. Switch into Jirachi. We've got the free retreat with Jirachi to bring this back out. And we can use Espeon and Deoxys' tag. Let's see, what? Yeah, GX attack, Cross Division GX.
That's a cool name.
To place 10 damage counters on your Zeraora.
You could even just linear attack my Zeraora.
I could linear attack the Zeraora, but I wanted
but
to...
But it's way cooler to say Cross Division.
Way cooler to Cross Divide GX. All right, so we are up game 1.
Game 2 here. All right, I'm looking for a much more explosive start in game 2, so we're going to try to do that.
Right. There we go. Look at that. I got the game 1.
Very nice.
Up there. Excellent. Yeah, let's go game 2. And so what do you think about this matchup with the...
I don't know. Like, honestly, it was super awkward draws, I think, on my side, and it still felt like I was definitely in the game, so that feels pretty good. I mean, generally, if Pikachu gets I was able to get 2 early knockouts, which kept me in the game. But just like the energy management that game was just not good. So I think if I can manage my energy a little better this game, which is kind of like the inherent thing of like now when you play like 3 dedenne, much more often you're having to discard things that you don't want to discard, but that's kind of like your main draw engine in the deck is being able to dedenne to find those energy switches. So I don't know. It could be. I think it's still slightly in Pikachu's favor, but I think definitely that Tina Chomp can set up some. Really good knockouts with that spell tag. It's a very strong combo, for sure.
For sure, and thank you so much, Hypeaxe, for those 200 bits.
Let's
Says,
go.
great game. I agree, it was close. I think if Jesse gets off to a quicker start, I could be in some trouble, though.
Yes.
So we'll see. Jesse's going to be going first this game.
Yes.
And we'll see if that is enough of an advantage to kind of push him over to the edge. Also,
Definitely.
the Lysander labs were definitely annoying for me to work
those
around.
were very nice.
The game would have been much quicker had I not gotten my spell tags turned off by Lysander Labs. With that being said, this list also, kind of interestingly, not playing any gust effects, which is something that we've seen in almost all the decks that we're playing so far. But I think with the way...
makes sense with being able to spread damage, though.
Right.
Like with the GX move, it kind of is like...
And the spell tags.
Yeah, and the spell tags, right.
The idea of this deck that I'm playing is that you just knock out everything that makes its way into the active position, and then you try to clean up maybe whatever sort of scraps you left unfinished with the Giratinas and the spell tags with the GX attack at the end of the game. And we had people in the chat pointing out, like, Mahone, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you didn't actually have to... use Espeon and Deoxys' GX attack to win the game. I actually could have just finished off I had knockout with Raichu on Raichu. I always forget, Calamitous Slash actually just does 240 damage, which is insane.
Yeah.
It takes big one-hit knockouts with ease.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to be going first?
Yep, I would draw for turn here. I got a good draw there in the Zeraora. So we got some gas in our hand right now. And this is one of those things, like I was talking about, where sometimes with the dedenne, you just kind of have to discard things. But obviously, I'm going to put this into play. I'm going to put this Thunder Mountain into play because I'm going to be discarding my hand anyways. It doesn't feel good playing that right away because he could easily just counter it with a stadium of his own. But we're just going to go ahead and play it. We're going to Vulcaner here for... Now, I could dedenne first and try to hit like a Lillie or a Cynthia. But I have the Vulcaner in my hand. Might as well play it. I don't want to hope that I just draw a supporter off this dedenne. Might as well play the one that's in my hand. We're going to grab an electromagnetic radar. Where is it? Electromagnetic radar.
Surely there's a radar.
There
in the
it
deck.
is. I'm like, where?
How many radars you got in there?
There's 3. So,
okay.
Yeah, and 2 cherish balls. So.
It's still playing a little bit of split. Yeah.
Thing is though. Yeah, I think it makes sense to get the.
So the Volkner for the radar play is pretty cool because it allows you to just get lightning energy into the discard pile for Tapu Koko Prism Star at some point later in the game, which is definitely valuable. It's kind of that guaranteed, force your deck to work, force your deck to do what you wanted to do. Did you get the lightning energy out of the deck?
Oh, I did not. Whoops.
Yeah, go get that. There you go.
There we go. And we'll discard that as well.
Sounds good.
And we'll just grab a singular. I think I'll grab a Raichu to discard. I highly doubt I'll need 2 of those. So, and a Pikarom here. And both Pikaroms are prized.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I guess Raichu is our main attacker in this game.
Carrying putting the whole team on his back, Raichu.
All right, so we'll grab. We're just gonna grab 1 Raichu.
Got a good question in the chat. TrainOY says, couldn't you also run Marshadow and Machamp Tag Team GX in this Malamar list since you run fighting and can use the revenge attack with Mew? Yes, TrainOY, you absolutely could. I guess the main thing is I just don't know if you need it. You certainly could, and just because you can run something doesn't mean it has to be in the deck. I think you can get some pretty cool revenge knockouts that way on Pikaroms, but I suspect that Pikarom is already a pretty good matchup. That's kind of like what I think. But if we do find that Pikarom is not as good as I think it is, then I think putting the Marshadow Machamp into the deck would definitely be a stellar option. So definitely good point, and something to think about as a potential option in the deck, for sure.
So I think I will just attach that lightning, and I will... do I want to pass here? I think I do, yeah. I'll pass.
All right, sounds good. Now, I am going to for sure counter that Thunder Mountain Prism Star, which feels really bad, because that means you are not getting a turn 2 attack with Raichu.
No.
So we're shoring that up there. I have a Mysterious Treasure that I'm going to use to discard Psychic Energy and search out an Inkay, get that onto the bench. Now, I do want to find a Garchomp Giratina so that I can get a turn 1 linear attack. I think that would be pretty good for me. Attach an energy to my Mewtwo and Mew and then linear attack, especially with Jesse having a slower start. We can just linear attack the active Raichu and Raichu, and then if Jesse ends up having to attack with that, we can just knock it out pretty swiftly with Calamitous Slash. That's kind of our idea here. So I think I will place the spell tag onto the Mewtwo and Mew so that I can Lillie for 6. I like the other 2 cards in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
6,
one nice
7.
thing I didn't really think about with the Mewtwo is that you can be using the Giratina Garchomp's attack while being able to utilize spell tag, which is really strong.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I think that's like super good.
Yeah.
Being able to the spell tags just combo perfectly with the Garchomp Tina. It's really elevated this list, I feel like, and taking it to the place I want it to be at. We've got, let's see, the opportunity to get my Garchomp Tina into the discard pile. I think that's probably fine. We're just going to Mysterious Treasure and discard that. Get ourselves another Inkay, potentially, which seems good. That, or I could just get Inkay and trade it Pokecom for a Jirachi. We'll see. Do we even have Inkays in the deck? We do. We have 1 Unomas.
Very good.
It's fine. And then I am going to use Pokemon Communication to trade that Malamar, and actually I'm going to trade that for a Jirachi. Just in case anything crazy happens, attach my fighting to the active Mewtwo and Mew, and we're going to use Perfection to copy linear attack. Put 40 damage onto, let's see, I think, well, actually let me Viridian away a Psychic too. And then get a Psychic since I didn't use Viridian yet, and then we will use linear attack. Put 40 damage onto the Raichu. Yep.
Alright, we'll draw for turn here. Ooh, very good top deck here. So we will go ahead and we're just going to play the Cherish Ball to get out of our hand. This is where like the Cherish Balls are kind of like start to be dead cards, you know, once you already have your guys out. But it's always nice to have extras if you need to, you know, go and find a dedenne to draw some cards. But I will just fail that there. And I'm going to go back in with the Viridian. I think I will use the Viridian, discard a lightning. So now I have 2 lightnings in the discard pile, which is what you want to aim for.
For sure.
And I do at least have my Cocoa Prism.
Oh, you do have Cocoa Prism.
I do have Cocoa Prism, but I don't have any Pikachus. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Raichu Bros can pull the weight of my deck here and try to. Hopefully he doesn't. If he doesn't, I mean, if he misses his switching cards, might be really strong, but we'll see.
Right. If you get a turn 2 paralysis and I maybe miss my switch,
definitely it can be really
you're
strong.
In a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it really puts the pressure on them. I mean, this is probably about as strong as a tag team can get, honestly. So.
The Raichu Alolan Raichu is just such an insane card.
Insane.
Yep.
And then we're going to. So I could go with the safe play is to attach to the Zapdos here and just go in with a Zapdos attack. That's probably what I'll do. What I could do, I do have a lot of ways to draw cards here. I can play my hand down Lillie for 5, and then I also have the Dedenne to try to find an energy switch and a Cocoa Prism. I think I'll just go with the safe play here. I don't think I need to really rush it right now. I'll do that, and then I'll counter Viridian with a Lysander Labs.
Yep.
And then I will, I think I'll just play the switch just to get it out of my hand. This doesn't really,
I like that.
Not really too relevant right now. I could also, if I really want to, if I find the cards, free retreat back into my Raichu.
Yeah.
And then I will Lillie for 5.
I think this is the optimal play here. That way, like, if you happen to hit double energy switch, and Cocoa Prism or Cocoa Prism energy switch off of this Lillie, then sure, you can go in and still pull off your tandem shock attack with Raichu and Raichu Tag Team GX.
So doing 80 is pretty nice here because it puts him in range of an Electric Power Raichu attack. And I think I like sitting on this hand. I think that's fine, honestly. I don't need to go crazy with the Dedenne like last game and just, botch my resources here. So we'll go ahead and hit with a Thunderous Assault for 80.
Okay. Sounds good. Now my goal is going to be to try and slow this down, right? We've got a tag team in the active. It's not exactly what I want on the first turn of the game. I have a I have a Jirachi in my hand, but I don't actually love having that on the bench because I want to put a Tina down. That would be the ideal knockout for me this turn, would be with a Giratina. We already have 2 Psychics in the discard pile, so I think we can just save this Psychic. Like, I don't really feel... It doesn't feel good anywhere.
Right.
If I put it on the active, I could retreat, but then I would have to find triple...
Retreat, yeah.
The odds of me finding triple Psychic Recharge off of the Cynthia here are pretty low, so I'm not really going to risk it like that. Just go for Cynthia. Hopefully we find, like, Switch and maybe a Giratina, some Malamars. It's a lot to ask off of Cynthia, though.
Yeah. Generally, it seems like when I play against Malamar in tournament, they generally do get to turn 2.
They just rip
3
everything.
Malamars. I'm just like, how does he do it?
How did you do that, bro? Like, that deck.
You never know,
3, 4, 5, 6, for sure. All right, so this isn't bad necessarily. We do have a Malamar here. I can use Pokemon Communication and get that Mewtwo Mew.
Very nice.
And we're going to see what the rest of this deck has got. Oh, our Dedenne is prized.
Ooh.
That is highly unfortunate. You do hate to see it. I for sure hate to see it. All right. So we don't love that. And we didn't get an energy again off of this. So that feels really bad. But I think, like, since you're not actually using Pikachu this turn, or in this game, and I already have bopped your Thunder Mountain,
right.
I think I am actually just safe to continue setting up here.
Okay.
Get both my
I got 2 of them.
Both my Malamars into play. Unfortunate that I did not attach from hand onto the Mewtwo Mew, because now it's gone.
Yeah,
but
now you're missing the energy.
Yes, for sure. But I think that we just linear attack the other Raichu.
Yeah.
And that way they're both set up for knockout. And if you get any sort of crazy action going on with either of them, I will take a knockout.
Yeah.
So I am going to use linear attack on your other
Very nice.
Raichu with my Garchomp
Alright.
Giratina.
So here's the turn where I would like to pop off and kind of get an attack going here with the tag team. Draw for turn here. Alright, I did not need that, but we'll go ahead and play it anyways. So I think I'm going to... So I'm definitely going to play one Electro Power.
Sure.
Just so I can, if I do hit the energy switch. This is where a Volkner would be very nice to have in my hand, but it's not currently in it. So I think I'm going to... And I can't tag switch here because it's only off of tag teams, not off other Pokemon.
Right. That's why I really, have mixed feelings about tag switch.
Yeah, I'm playing just one in the deck right now because generally early game you want to see the normal energy switch.
For sure.
I think I can't really dedenne this hand away. It's too costly, so I'm just going to Cynthia.
Yeah.
That's where the Cynthia can be nice too because you can save the resources. Obviously, Volkner would have been better there, but Cynthia is still strong.
For sure. Really clutch to throw those custom catchers, electro powers, energy switches, tag switches, all that back into the deck.
Save for later.
See a new hand. And then what I love about Cynthia too, and since you are playing many electromagnetic radars in these Pikachu decks now, is that you can just Cynthia into a new hand, and then if you don't have all those valuable resources in that next hand, if you find a radar, then you ditch it with dedenne. You just get to re-roll your hand, and then maybe dedenne it away.
So I think that's honestly what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to go ahead and electromagnetic radar, because I don't want that hand there. And we're going to discard the... Doesn't really matter what we discard. We're going to be ditching our hand anyways. And Cynthia, I'm pretty sure there's another dedenne in here. There is... And again, I'm faced with that dilemma of my bench being full, not having the option to Coco Prism, so that feels bad. But all I really need is an energy switch here, and there's 3 of them in the deck, so hopefully I'll be able to hit it here. We're going to go in with this dedenne, and I did Electro Power once, so I just need the energy switch. I found the energy off that Cynthia, so I'm going to go ahead and attach manually to... I'm leaving the Electro Power out there. I usually do that just so my opponent remembers that I played it. I think that's smart. And then I'm going to actually custom catcher for 1 card. Let's see what we get here.
Get it.
Oh, no. It's my other Lysander Labs. Oh, well. We're going to day change it away. Hey, we're thinning the deck, right? Let's go. All right, so draw 6.
Yep.
If we don't hit an energy switch here, it feels bad. We hit it on our last card. Let's go. All right, so... We're going to
be paralyzing me.
I'm going to be knocking you out.
Oh, knocking me out.
Yes.
Oh, no.
And then I'm going to energy switch to my active here. And then since I retreated from the bench to the active, that makes Tandem Shock do plus 80 damage here. So we're going to go ahead and Tandem Shock for 160. And you're paralyzed, or 190 with Electro Power. 190 plus 80 is 270, so
that'll do it.
Take the knockout, and the spell tag does not trigger because of Lysander Labs. So
that's pretty horrible.
Pretty great
But
for me.
these are your 3 only energy.
No, that's it. That's all I got going right now.
Yep, so we have a shot here to make some things happen, but we need to counter that stadium for sure because I just need a lot. We got Stellar Wish. This is, Yeah, sometimes
never like
you
grabbing
Stellar
a bike.
Wish into only Acro Bike. We're having some real Malamar hours right now. This is exactly what Malamar does to me.
Yes.
And why, it's so painful. It seems so good. Seems that in theory I should just have game.
Yeah.
I should just be able to take this Raichu, Alolan Raichu, out, and then Jesse should have pretty much no response. I mean, I know he still got his Tapu Koko Prism Star in the deck, but oh baby! All right, we prized my. Yeah, we got to do. Oh, let's go.
Oh, you get someone good?
I got something. It's just better than nothing. All right, we've got this. We've got. Oh, I would hate to put a spell tag down somewhere where I, don't want to put it.
Don't have an attacker.
But like that's kind of.
Do you have a Tina in your discard?
I do not.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're having some real Malamar situations right now. All right. It's the difference between lillie for 3 and 4. So I think, no, we put that spell tag, just ditch that onto a Malamar, sure. And then if we put the Psychic down, we have to then hit a Pokecom, a 3rd Psychic Recharge.
I might even like the Psychic on the Inkay in case you have to go in with the Hypnosis.
Oh.
No.
Don't say that. We're
Don't
ripping
say
it.
that.
We're ripping it, dude. All right. So then we could Lillie for 4 right now. I don't hate that, but I don't actually have any other. The dedenne being prized is really tough because with the Pokémon in my hand, that doesn't actually turn it into an active draw card. I'm wondering if it just increases my odds at all of actually hitting the combo with a Lillie for 5. That's fine. All right, Lillie for 5. We're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think we are. Let's see. All right, we've got Malamar.
Oh boy.
I've got Pokemon Communication. Inkay. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it because I don't have the fighting energy. Oh, that's why I couldn't go in.
I feel your pain with the fighting energies.
Yeah, I don't have the fighting energy, which
I was
is
having
like,
that difficulty yesterday.
which is really tough. I don't think that there's necessarily a good attacker for me to go with outside of just Giratina. So I'm kind of in that, like, all right, let's just attack with Giratina and go from there. Yep, that's kind of where we're at. A Pokecom for the Tina. We at least get that up and flowing. But that just feels really bad. All right. So I really wanted to knock out this Mewtwo or this Raichu and Raichu. But if I get Mewtwo and Mew and hit into it, then I'm just like expediting Jesse's potential route to game here. For sure. We are hoping that Jesse uses his tag team GX attack on this.
It's probably what's going to happen, honestly.
Yeah, and then moves to the bench. So we do actually have all the other cards. So we got pretty lucky. Well, I have only got 2
Oh, no.
psychic energies in my discard pile.
That does not feel good.
Let's not evolve this then.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think we actually have to
Yeah,
not.
I'll take that back.
I think we have to not evolve that. I thought I had 3 psychics in the discard pile. No, we can't switch and retreat to get that energy into the discard pile. Wow.
Oh, no.
Yep. So that's highly unfortunate here. I think we have to just go for the... Going for the hypnosis is so bad, though.
Oof, yeah, it doesn't feel good at all.
No.
Because I was thinking maybe the spell tag on the Inkay, because then it at least gets some damage. I mean, then again, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need spell tag damage right now.
Right. It's
you just
just
need a knockout.
It's just bad either way. I think I'm probably just gonna psychic recharge a couple times, and then we're just, you know what? It's fine. I played into this that way, and then we'll just switch and.
I mean, getting knocked out really doesn't matter.
It's fine. I actually am just going to pass with this.
All
It
right.
forces you to do something, whereas, like, I don't want you to be able to tandem shock again.
Yes,
80
exactly.
damage. So, like, I want to force you to have to, like, waste your GX. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I'm going to attach manually to my other Raichu bro here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just play the Cherish Ball to get it out of my hand because I'm pretty sure I'm out of Dedennes, so there's no point in saving it. If I get tag, if I get reset stamped, that's not going to help me. So I think it's definitely going to, I'm kind of like getting like end vibes here now with reset stamp. You kind of have to expect, kind of maybe like prepare for your opponent to have a reset stamp. So playing cards out of your hand in preparation for it is going to be very, very good. Now that there's some actually good hand disruption now. We're going to have to be careful about that. And I don't have too much else going on here. I think I'm just going to... I have the switch. I'm going to switch.
Oh, so
play
you
a
are going
switch
to be able to
card.
tandem
Yes.
shot. Yeah, it's very good.
And then I'm going to... I think I'm going to run a Lillie. So I'm going to Pokecom to put Zeraora or Pikazak back in the deck, and then I'm going to get the Pika back out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to a Lillie for 2 cards.
Still shuffle up,
Oh,
just for technicality. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's supposed to. You can actually do that with the Pokemon Communication, which is pretty hilarious. You could Pokemon Communication a Pokemon back into the deck and then select that Pokemon.
Yes.
But you will have to shuffle after.
Yeah, something that people will call you on if you play in a real tournament.
Oh yeah.
Okay, people will call you on anything. So, so then I'm gonna manually retreat here.
Yep.
And to activate my tandem shock here, and I will go ahead and do that for 160.
Okay. All right. So the game is coming down to crunch time here. Very close to potentially just losing if I don't take a knockout right here, right now. So we have to do that. Jesse has not used his GX attack. He's not used his Tapu Koko Prism Star either, right?
No, I have not.
Nope. So Jesse definitely has some options to kind of get this game rolling and to do some things.
Yes.
And I have just having missed that knockout.
Yeah, sometimes Malamar is just like this, you know. You either
It's insane.
don't have the energy and discard you need, miss the Malamar, miss the attacker. Like, there's so many little moving pieces that can go wrong, and I think that's probably the biggest weakness Malamar has, but
for sure.
Obviously it can be strong if you actually get all that going.
Yes, for sure. All right, so I just desperately need to hit a stadium or a switch card off of this in order to take this knockout. I would prefer the stadium because then I can save maybe a switch card for getting out of a potential paralysis that we have in the future. So we're actually, yeah, that's pretty crazy. We're pretty close to being able to get this game wrapped up. So let's see what we got here. Mysterious Treasure, away a Psychic. There's my third Psychic in the discard pile. We can get, I think, potentially a Giratina. That's fine. Because I could actually use both Distortion Doors to some effect. And the reason I can do that is potentially if Jesse does not bring up his Raichu and Alolan Raichu, if I Distortion Door that Raichu, Alolan Raichu on the bench twice, I bring it down to 200. Espeon and Deoxys, Tag Team GX. If I had one, I think it's in my prizes. Ooh. Well,
my goodness.
Espeon and Deoxys Tag Team GX does snipe 20 with 6 energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the Viridian, thank goodness. So we're going to use that to counter your Lysander Labs.
Yes. And that's the end of the lab since I discarded my other one.
We are playing 3 Viridian in this list, which I have found to be very good.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Definitely helps you to find those fighting energies on key turns. So we'll bench the Mewtwo and Mew. I have the fighting energy, and then we do also actually want to Viridian away that Giratina, get that into the discard pile.
Sure.
Can get myself another potential Psychic energy, or I think I'll just get another fighting energy just in case. I need to maybe go in with a different Tag Team GX this next turn if I need to try and maybe not lose the game or something like that. Switch into somebody else. So this is my last Mewtwo and Mew, so we're really hoping that we can kind of just 1-2 punch finish the game here. I am going to, let's see, can ping that thing once with Giratina right now while it's on the bench. I think that's probably fine. So yeah, we'll hit that once, and then we'll hit the Zeraora as well. And then we're just going to triple Psychic Recharge. I think probably just put those extra energies onto the Mewtwo and Mew, though I could go in and potentially try to do something with Giratina here later, maybe Psychic Recharge on that, but we're just gonna go in and kind of load here, and then use Calamitous Slash for knockout.
Alrighty.
With our Garchomp and Giratina.
So what I'm looking to do here is take a little inventory of my custom catchers here. So I've used one, so I think it's the best thing for me to do here is to hit into this Mewtwo, which I should be able to do since I have access to my Koko Prism here. So we're going to go ahead and promote Zeraora because we want to be attacking. I believe we want to be attacking with Raichu, but I also might just poke it with Zapdos.
Right.
So we're going to promote that, draw for turn here. So for sure we're going to Pokecom a Pikachu back in the deck.
Yep.
And we're going to grab the Koko Prism.
Now what happens if like your Raichu has 10 hit points left, and then you KO a Mewtwo Mew for game that has a spell tag on it? Yeah.
So spell tag, I believe that is you go into a sudden death.
Is that a sudden death scenario?
Pretty sure. It's different than Shrine because Shrine is in between turns, whereas spell tag is. I'm pretty sure on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure Natalie can confirm or deny that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back in here.
And can someone in the chat also let me know? Does it actually go to sudden death if the Raichu would be within knockout of spell tag? Does it go to sudden death?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to grab a lightning and an energy switch here just to guarantee myself
so
an
what
attack here.
What actually does happen? A tiebreaker game?
I'm pretty sure it is a tiebreaker game.
Is it both
That's
players?
what I mean, a tiebreaker.
Is it both players set up with 6 prizes and first game?
First one to take a prize, yeah.
First person to take a prize?
Yep. Pretty sure.
Yeah. So let's see. JGB in the chat. Is it both players set up?
Dance the Ancients.
Okay. Okay, so it is. It's both players set up 6 prizes, and then first player. Do you reflip for the new game? New coin flip. Thank you, JGB. We got a judge in the chat. Thank you so much.
Sweet.
For the assistance there, because that actually might be what happens here. So, because my goal is going to be to put energy on this thing. You know, I mean, to try and GX and then get enough damage on the Raichu, so, and then also put the spell tag here.
So I'm trying to think here, like, I feel like I should just go with the Raichu because I've only played one Electro Power, so hitting with the Zapdos means I need to hit an Electro Power next turn.
If you go in with the Raichu, I'm knocking it out.
You're knocking it out?
Oh, yeah, with Calamitous Slash.
Oh, you're right. Well, I mean, I guess if you have a Switch, so, which you probably do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go in with the Zapdos here. Let's see, and then I will just manually attach to, I think, Zeraora to give myself some options here. Not that it really matters, I think, but I'm gonna, that's probably right, and I'm just gonna, do I want to get anything on my hand? I don't think I really need Pikachu at this point, so I'm gonna discard it with,
sure,
and grab, might as well just thin the deck a little bit, grab another Lightning Energy. Seems fine. That's right. Calamitous Slash is still alive and well.
Rocking.
Don't really want to. That would be a bad idea. So yeah.
It's cool. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there, Jesse.
It's like, do you want this series to end that quick? Probably
Don't
not.
even. Let's see a sudden death. I have 1 spell tag left in the deck.
All right, so
we could do it.
I'm going to.
I could also Miraculous Duo. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I got someone in the chat.
Miraculous Duo.
I didn't consider that, but I could Miraculous Duo. But then I don't have. The thing is,
I'm gonna attach manually to this one. Actually, I'm gonna attach.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, because if I Miraculous Duo and heal, then you're like really.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Good point. Whoever, Maltrav in the chat. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. I think I am going to Viridian away my Espeon and Deoxys Tag Team GX. Take stock of what we got left in the deck. There is a spell tag in there. So what's tough is, like, yeah, I could Miraculous Duo. I could heal myself completely. But if I do that, then I do not give myself an option to cross division, which is how I pretty much plan on sealing up this game. Not to mention, then Jesse only needs an energy switch, an energy, and an electro power to win the game. Which, Jesse, how many electro powers do you have? You know, how many electro powers are down?
Only 1.
Okay, so Jesse's got plenty of electro powers left in that deck. So, like, I am not going.
Yeah, that's why I decided I think it's better to manually attach to him. Give myself that GX attack option there.
Yeah, I'm not going with that. We need to cross division GX for a lot here. That's what we need to do. All right, so I'll get the energy out of my deck, and then we are going to switch.
Very nice.
And then you only have like 1 custom catcher down too, right?
Yes, correct. So there's chock full of, there's a lot of good stuff in this little deck.
Yes, there is. So then I am putting myself in a situation where I need to Psychic Recharge a couple times. Whoa.
What happened?
I need to...
Oh, you need energy in the discard.
Yep.
So you need, what, 1 more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. So I need to get an energy into the discard pile as well. I already used Viridian to discard my Espeon Deoxys, so that's fair because he needs to be discarded anyway. So I'm going to need to hit a Mysterious Treasure.
Oh, you have Viridian. Did you already use Viridian?
I used Viridian to discard my Espeon Deoxys. I needed that discarded anyway.
Okay.
I have the energy in my hand. That's fine.
Just hit it off this turn.
Yeah, we're just going to hit it off Cynthia. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we've got this.
So you need to cross division right now and get a spell tag to be able to set up the...
Oh, baby, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
That's what I thought. Well, you got the Stellar Wish still, right?
Oh, I still got the Stellar Wish.
So I think that's a good chance. It's not crazy to think that you probably will hit it. The deck's pretty thin right now too. So.
Let's see here.
Interesting.
All right, so 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got plenty of cards. We got the Psychic Energy in the discard pile. Let's be good. Thin the deck.
Very good.
Yeah, so we're going to Mysterious Treasure here. Get ourselves Garchomp and Giratina out of the deck. I also have an Acro Bike, so that's good. We can use that to dig 7 cards deep looking for this spell tag to force us into sudden death. We got Acro Bike looking for a spell tag. We do not see it there. It's fine. Lillie, it's the discard pile. And then got a Stellar Wish. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Yup.
Very nice.
We've got the spell tag. We've got the Wombo combo. All right. So we are going to Psychic Recharge that last Psychic Energy onto my Mewtwo and Mew Retreat because we can with the skateboard. And we are going to use Cross Division GX and put, I guess, it doesn't actually matter so long as it's within 4. So I can put... I think I'm going to put 1 here, and then 180 here, which would put you at 230 damage.
Oh, my.
So the reason that I'm doing that, I guess, is so that it doesn't actually matter. You don't play any heal cards. That way, like, I can technically knock out both of those. So
180. Okay, yes.
We are using Espeon and Deoxys' GX attack here for 6 energy.
So... he's got the spell tag on him, right?
Yes, he does. So Jesse, if he knocks out my, where are you gonna see it? Oh, there it is. All right, sorry guys, I forgot.
I was like, where is it?
Yeah, I got the spell tag. I ripped the spell tag. I forgot to put it into play. If he knocks out my Mewtwo and Mew, then he puts the game into sudden death.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm trying to think here. Let's see.
Which is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Exactly. So is there another way forward for you?
I think I can just custom catcher this turn and just
custom catcher around.
That wouldn't work. Well, let's see.
I guess.
No, I can't do it twice because I already played one.
Right.
I don't think there's a way around it. Because if I custom catcher now, I'm still on 1 prize. It's not gonna. I still need to kill what's in front of, or knock out what's in front of me. I think that honestly is. I think I have to go in and knock out this Mewtwo.
And if you hit into the Mewtwo, say you like go for paralysis, right?
Yeah.
And like not KO, then.
That doesn't do anything though, because
no, but you can't because then he would just get knocked out. Yeah. He cannot attack.
And like if I had the other custom catcher, I could custom catcher now since I have the combo, and then next turn try to do it again. That's again where the limited gusting options really comes in. It really makes it hard. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess we're just gonna have to go to sudden death here. So I think I'm favoring sudden death.
We got people in the chat asking which GX was used. I used Cross Division GX on SAS. I was trying to get the Espeon and Deoxys up. I didn't discard any Pokemon. That's Garchomp Giratina's Tag Team GX. I used Cross Division GX to place 20 damage counters. Yes. And I do have the energy for it, right? And 3 extra energy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So I do have the energy for it. That's what I did. Yep. I used Cross Division GX, 6 energy to place 20 damage counters. That's what we did. So there's no confusion. I did not use Garchomp Giratina. That's why I discarded the Espeon Deoxys off of Viridian, leading into that. So there we go.
So it really, really hurt me now that I think about it using that. And then I have the energy switch in hand to do the GX move with Raichu, which does 150 plus 100 if I have an extra 2 energies, not 3, so it's different from Pikachu. So it does 250 plus Electro Powers, 280, which knocks it out. So I have the energy switch in my hand right here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I really hurt myself with I used a custom catcher before I did a dedenne to draw 1 card. What that did was, I was already getting rid of the custom catcher, but it discarded my other my other Lysander Labs, which I still had the Stadium Navi in hand. So what I could have done is grab a Stadium Navi off that Volkner and grab a Lysander Labs to actually win that way. And I actually did already have an Electro Power, so I had the tools to be able to win that game without going to sudden death. But discarding that other Lysander Labs really bit me in the butt there, so that's okay though. Sudden death is fun. I've never done sudden death. I've never done sudden death.
I have never done sudden death before on a tabletop.
Oh, on a tabletop. Okay.
On a tabletop game, I've never done it.
I remember there was a cup where you did it where you went to sudden death with Blacephalon GX, and all you had to do was say burst GX to win the game.
I do remember that. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, that did happen.
Blacephalon GX is super good in sudden death because you literally just have to announce the GX move to win. So.
A great sudden death.
So who goes first in sudden death?
We reflip.
Oh,
yeah.
all right. Well.
Reflip, set up, first person to take a knockout wins. Now, you should be immensely favored here, I think.
I think so, yes.
I do believe so.
I actually am yes. Assuming I don't prize my one of Zapdos, So.
I could go in with a cross division. If you get Zapdos in play, though, I'm going to do my best to just tag teams, right? Everywhere. And then if you put Zapdos into play, I can Giratina ping it and cross division GX for attack.
Ooh.
So that's going to be probably my route, right?
Yes. Oh, I should probably shuffle my prisms into the deck. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's going to be my route. Try and get a quick cross division GX for 10 damage counters. That, or we're going for the turn 2 Giratina ping, knockout on a tag on anybody, really.
Yes.
Going first. So we definitely want to win this coin flip. Heads or tails, Jesse?
Sure. Heads.
It is heads. Oh, that is horrible for me. Jesse's got 2 turns to get a knockout. Oh, this is looking like we're going to end up doing the entire stream is going to be this matchup. Because if you win this sudden death, then we just go to game 3.
Oh, we're not even gone to game 3 yet. Oh,
no, dude, you haven't won. This would be your first win.
Oh, my goodness. Crazy. All right, let's see here.
Which is fine. This is an exciting matchup,
honestly,
so I don't really care, yeah.
It kind of explain. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going through our turns here, and honestly, right now with the format being so new, it kind of makes both of us maybe play a little slower than we normally would, just trying to figure out, how we want to play out our turns. Whereas, once we really get into that, which is kind of the mark of, knowing your deck and knowing, it can really help in tournament play because being able to swiftly play through your turns makes it so you don't go to time, which could turn a potential win into a tie, which doesn't feel good. So, as of right now, some of our matches might take a little longer.
All right. Good luck, Jesse.
All right. Good luck.
All right. 6 prizes each.
All right. So.
First person to take a knockout wins.
So that really makes you think through your turns a little differently here. So I think I'm going to... I definitely need to draw cards here. So honestly, I think I'm just going to Stadium Navi here. Might as well, so I have it in my hand.
Sounds good.
I got 1 heads, so we're going to go ahead and grab... Might as well just grab the Thunder Mountain, honestly. We'll just make our turn to attack much easier if he does not remove it. So I'm going to go back in, I think. So I'm going to play that down.
Sure.
And then I'm just going to... Do I want to burn an Electro Power here? Honestly, it's hard to say. I think I will, just because I think Zapdos is going to be how I win the game here with a custom catcher or something.
Sure.
So I'm going to burn the Electro Power, and then I'm just going to... Do I Lillie for 4 or Cynthia for 6? I think I already have a custom catcher in my hand, so I think I might just Lillie for 4, honestly.
It's fair.
Seems fine. And I had the Dedenne in my hand, so I can really just go through my deck quick if I need to next turn. And like I said, there's no let loose. There's not a whole lot of hand disruption, so I should be able to just hold on to my hand of 8 cards. Just have an option for next turn.
Thank you so much, Hypeax, for those bits.
Yeah.
Bits for sudden death.
Yes.
Very fun.
All right, so Lillie for 4.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So we are going to... All right. I think I'm going to attach to the Raichu.
The choo-choo train.
The choo-choo. And then we're going to pass it on over.
Wow. Okay. So I've got a pretty busted opening hand so long as there's a very specific Pokemon in my deck. We're going to take a look and see if Dedenne decided to show up to work today. Or if he's being lazy. He's being lazy. Unbelievable, Dedenne. What are you doing to me? This is just absurd. Dedenne GX just MIA both of these games here.
Oh no, come on. What in the world? That is not cool.
Come on.
I've been very surprised, like from yesterday and today, how much the prizes have affected these games.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yesterday we had a game,
I had my Dedenne prize playing Malamar, and it just did not feel good. I was just sitting there with no fighting. I couldn't find a fighting, and I couldn't play through my deck. And then I think you prized the Cocoa Prism yesterday too.
Absolute insanity.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got another mysterious treasure. I got Pokemon Communication in my hand, but I can't actually go for the Dedenne because it's not there. So, I mean, at this point, we're just going to hope that, Jesse ain't got it like that. And we're going to get our 2 Inkays into play, use linear attack on the active Raichu and Raichu, and hope that he does not have Zapdos double custom catcher Zeraora in his hand.
Alright, well, all I need is an energy. So I can just TNM Shock for 80 with double custom catcher. So, wait, that was your turn then?
That is my turn.
Alright. Well, I have that. Not that it really matters, but I will just go ahead and let's see. I did Dedenne this hand. I think that's correct. So we're gonna double custom catcher and Inkay.
Yikes!
And all we need here is an energy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna. No, it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. Data change.
You got this.
Pokémon, energy switch, Cynthia, tag switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Bro.
6. Energy.
Okay. Got it.
TNM Shock for 80.
Got him. With the Thunder Mountain Dedenne. Why?
Let's go.
Why
Stadium
you do
Navi,
this? Why you do this to me, bro?
Oh no,
Yeah,
it feels
I know.
bad.
No, it's all good. I'm also playing. There's like no current way to shuffle your hand in this deck, which is like feels kind of bad. So that might need to be something that we look into. This is still an early draft of the Malamar deck. All right, let's go to game 3, Chad.
Let's do it.
This has been a pretty exciting series
and honestly,
so far.
like when you think about it, like games might be going longer now just because without the ability just to Guzma for game, which is a lot of the ways you ended the game last format, a lot of times it might just come down to stalemates that people just keep retreating their Pokemon and setting up situations where their opponent needs to have a double custom catcher to win the game or some other means of ending the game, like a cross division. So I think that might just make matches go longer, which doesn't really feel great because it's very easy to tie, especially in like a regional setting already. Like even with Guzma, it's very easy to tie, and even with a fast deck like Pikachu, sometimes you just get into those situations where you just can't finish the game. So
for sure, Guzma. I think it's generally accepted that, or generally thought that maybe Guzma was like not super healthy for the game because especially with tag teams, like you just would end the game in like 3 turns.
Yeah, and it does it's definitely refreshing not to have Guzma, but it does really make you rethink, the way you just play the game as a whole.
For sure. For sure. And we got some people in the chat talking about maybe Great Catcher when that comes out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And what's funny is that, like, Mega Catcher was a thing, right? But that was never played. That was a horrible card, right? But Great Catcher probably
gotta be good.
Played.
Because, I mean, like, I can't think of a deck right now that doesn't really play a GX, I mean, like, decks are so GX focused with Cherish Ball. There's just no reason to not think that card will be, like, it's got to be like...
Well, we saw last night that the pure non-GX decks have a lot of trouble with like firepower. Yeah, they just don't have enough kind of gas in the tank to be able to take out these tag team Pokemon, especially when they're going to be, healing, great potions, mixed herbs, things like that. So
I'll go first, I assume.
Yep, I'm going to be going first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Busted hand.
You might actually go in with tag pull this game. Who knows?
You might actually be able to pull off a tag pull this game. Feeling confident, huh?
All right.
All right, good luck. Game 3. Let's get it started. Oh, this is busted deck, dude. Let's go. Busted deck. All right, we've got Inkay here. I can use Pokemon Communication to get Malamar back into the deck.
Dedenne prize? Question mark?
Dedenne is... He showed up to work.
Oh, let's go.
I'm so proud of him.
Putting in work.
All right, and then we've got that. We've got another Pokécom.
Oh, very nice.
Mewtwo, Mew. And I'm going to like Lillie for a ton with like a Viridian. I mean, what more do you really want? Let's go. We've got Viridian and Lillie for 8. Busted deck.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to have a similar turn, I think.
The party started. If Malamar draws like this every turn, it's the deck.
Definitely.
But just doesn't do
Start
that.
Jirachi, get 3 Inkays, Lillie for 8. Like,
this is the dream. This is the hand that Malamar players dream of having. 8 cards, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we are pretty confident just using, let's see, Mysterious Treasure. We get somebody else out of the deck. Acro Bike as well. I think we're going to Acro Bike first. Take stock of what we get here. You really hate to discard Malamars in this version of the deck. I'm not playing Brock's Grit. That's kind of a feel bad situation.
I think discarding 1's okay though. I mean,
It's
generally you only need
fine.
like getting 3 is ideal, but you can run with 2 just fine.
For sure. So we are going to probably Mysterious Treasure away a Psychic Energy for a Giratina.
Sure.
And then we are going to Viridian away that Giratina and get a Psychic Energy. I guess. Yeah, I can't really ping any damage onto that Pikachu, huh? Unless I like somehow were to get a Psychic Pokemon active with like a.
I guess it's how much
spell tag.
do you value the energy attached turn 1 more, or the ability to ping the damage more?
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then I do get to Stellar Wish. So we're gonna do that. Get 5 cards. 3, 4, 5. I will definitely take a spell tag there. And we are going to probably pop that Giratina out of the discard pile, attach Psychic Energy to it, and put the spell tag on it as well. So we're probably going to be leading with the Giratina. So I don't really think that it matters. We'll just go for consistency's sake here.
Seems good.
Get all of that down, and then pass to you. See if we wake up.
All right. I will Electropower 2 lightning.
That is a electromagnetic radar.
Or a
Not an
yeah,
Electropower.
electromagnetic radar. My bad. All right, so we're gonna grab.
You feel me?
We're gonna grab a Zeraora and a Dedenne, I think, and then we're going to Pokecom the Dedenne back into the deck
Love that play.
and go for a Zapdos, and then we're going to shuffle up. I could discard a Lightning with Viridian to Lillie for an extra card, but I don't think I'm going to. I think Lillie for 7's fine. Keep the energy in my hand.
Sure.
I already have 2 energy in the discard, so I don't know. I think you could see an argument for either. But
I think hereupon, I actually have another Jirachi in my hand. Probably should have benched that. It's cool though. Yeah, we rocking and rolling here. We'll see if you get the turn 1 knockout on my Jirachi.
So I do have a switch too, but I think I will just do that, and then Lillie for 7.
You don't want to switch into Zapdos, guarantee the turn 1 knockout?
What's that?
You don't want to switch into Zapdos, attach Lightning, guarantee the turn 1 knockout?
Well, I mean, I have more energy switch than I
Yeah.
do switch, so I think it's more likely that I hit the energy switch here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I thought you said you had the switch in your hand.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah.
No.
Go get it.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? Go get it.
Just do it.
I will go ahead and I don't think I even need to use the Viridian right now. I don't think I need to use the Viridian, so I'm just gonna. Do I even replace it with Life Standard Episode? I think I do to try to limit maybe his energy, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that down.
Sure.
And I do not have a way of getting the knockout here, unless, see, this is the dilemma I keep having. Like, I could just Cherish Ball and go get a Dedenne to try to find the energy switch.
Trash this whole hand, yeah.
I feel like I might, honestly, because I really want to get a knockout here.
Such a high risk, high reward play, though. You know, I mean,
it's
how many?
like-
What resources are you ditching?
I mean, I'm ditching 2 energy, 1 Electropower, like, in some Pokemon, but I don't really
You're
think.
probably fine.
I think I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. let's
I
do
mean,
it.
there's no custom catchers in there.
Yeah,
1 E-Power.
that seems fine, honestly. I mean,
Fine.
I didn't really like getting rid of a lot of energy the first game, but I think we'll be all right.
That is one thing that I found about the Pikarom lists. They are running into situations where they get very low on energy very fast because of the fact that you're using Dedenne GX to discard your hand so often,
Yeah.
especially in my list, running acro bikes. You turn through that deck a lot and discard energy off acro bikes. When a tag team gets knocked out, it loses like a ton of energy with it.
so I'm going to burn the electro power here.
Sure.
And do I even want to bench Jirachi? I think I should probably have one.
You seem pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good for knocking out my Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX.
And then dedenne away. Those I'm fine with. The 2 energy I don't really like, but
Right.
we'll draw 6 here.
You got Coco Prism Star. He'll bring a bunch back.
Yes. So, good. We hit it, so we're happy. So we're gonna retreat.
Seems good.
And energy switch.
Sick.
And Thunderous Assault.
Okay. So Jirachi, a goner, getting mildly punished for not putting my other Jirachi down last turn, but I didn't necessarily want to commit that bench space not knowing what Jesse was going to do. We do have double Malamar and Viridian, though, which is, like, you know, pretty par for the course if you're playing against any sort of Malamar player. They always got that stuff. Let's see. We're going to use Viridian to discard my Espeon and Deoxys, and I think just get another Psychic Energy, and then probably just attach that to my Giratina, and then we're going to Cynthia. Just need to find an escape board or a switch to retreat my Inkay into Giratina and take the knockout, which I'm pretty comfortable with. Cynthia for 6 should be fine. We weren't going to get it with triple Psychic Recharge, so that's okay. Thin the deck a little bit with Viridian. Done everything we could. We play something like 5 or 6 switch outs in this deck. I think 5. It's a pretty decent shot at hitting it.
Yeah.
Though, of course, we would much prefer to have Jirachi in the active. Oh boy, this is looking like it might be a no-go. And that is what we got here.
No.
Yes. That is not going to be an attack for us. We are getting punished.
Oof.
Oh,
Feels
well.
bad.
Does feel bad. So we have got an Inkay stranded in the active position. No way to get that out. But you know what? Sure. Okay. Put that spell tag. I actually don't even care. I'm not really interested in knocking out that Zapdos, so I'm fine with it. If Jesse goes and attacks the Inkay with somebody else, it's going to eat, some spell tag damage. So I'm cool with that. And then I've Psychic Recharged once. I think at this next point, did we already discard a Garchomp Giratina? We did. I can Psychic Recharge one more time onto my Giratina, but then I have all 3 energy located there. I think I might like to Mysterious Treasure and start to power up Mewtwo and Mew, though I don't want you to get anything crazy going with your next turn. So I think I'm just going to... I'll just... Can Psychic Recharge. That's fine. I'll Psychic Recharge and pass.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
Unfortunate.
so
Not the turn we want.
found our Pokecom, so that's really good. I'm going to Pokecom the dedenne away for a Coco Prism here.
Sure.
And I am going to go back in here. I could double Electro Power, knock out with Zapdos, but that kind of feels like a waste. So I'm going to go ahead and Dance the Ancients here and do an energy onto Pikarom and one onto probably Zeraora, because if I'm going to be full blitzing, I'm probably going to put 3 onto Raichu. So having one onto... then again, putting it onto the... I think I'll put on Raichu. That gives you the option to tag switch to get a full blitz off. To tag switch or energy switch. I am going to go back in, so I'm not shuffling. I have not attached an energy yet, so I'm going to discard Electro Radar.
Yep.
And get a Lightning Energy, and then I'm going to attach that to Pikarom here, I believe. And then I'm going to Cynthia.
Sure. Yeah, going down 2 prizes this fast is going to definitely feel bad. I guess you don't... Did you Electro Power or anything?
I did not, no.
So, you're not guaranteed the knockout here?
Yeah, the goal...
Theoretically with?
The dream is energy switch or tag switch and a
Lysander Labs.
Yeah, Lysander Labs.
Right. You're already down 1 Lysander Lab, so hoping that that's not what we got here.
Well, we hit it, so...
Oh, jeez.
Awesome. Let's go.
That's
all right, so...
Literally horrible for me.
And retreat.
Yep.
And I will energy switch, I think, from the Raichu.
Sure.
And then I will full blitz here. for 150.
That is not what we wanted. Yup. That's not good. So we definitely needed that Pikachu to eat 4 damage counters so that we could potentially have knockouts, you know, on both those guys. But we're going to hope that maybe we can get the job done with this upcoming Giratina. You know, I mean, obviously we're going to place 130, and then if we can place 40 with the spell tag, then we're cool. I think that I'm out of Inkays. I'm not sure if I prized my other one, but I would like to set up a third Malamar if I can. I don't think it actually matters if I get rid of this Garchomp Giratina because I'm going to be attacking with Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX. Let's see, we do have the other Inkay, so we're probably going to get that. Put that onto the bench. Not worth powering anything up yet, even though I do have, you know, Malamar, you know, a Fighting Energy Malamar in my hand. It's cool. We're just going in with Cynthia, hopefully seeing a pretty decent hand off of this 6 cards. And that was just really unfortunate missing that attack this last turn, but I don't think it doesn't actually matter. I would have maybe taken 1 prize, but I'm still going to have to knock out 2 tag teams to win this game.
Yes.
The biggest thing there was that you didn't eat the spell tag damage, which is...
exactly. I even thought about to stack them all in the active, but honestly with tag switch now, you really don't have to make that decision because giving yourself the option that gives you the possibility of just losing the game by having all your energy on the active, so...
Right.
I think it's fine to just not put them on the active.
We do have the Viridian there, and now that both of your things are down, I'll put my Jirachi down as well. But what we do have to worry about is you potentially just using Tag Bolt. If you find your tag switch or something crazy like that, that could be really bad. So I think I will just go for the Shadow Impact here. But if you can negate multiple, you know, take out a Malamar or something like that, I could be in a really high water pretty quick here.
How many cards in here?
I have 4.
Okay. So...
I'll place my 4 damage counters.
Oh, yes.
Yes, do not forget it.
Yes, don't forget. Let's see here. I think I'm just going to potentially go for a tag. I don't have the Volkner here. I really wish I had the Volkner because this is where it could be really strong, but I think I'm just going
to... go get tag switch, make it happen.
Yeah, I'm just going to attach to the active there, and I am going to Electro Power to give myself the option of going in with the Zapdos.
Sure.
So Electro Power, and then I will play... I'll just play... Do I play Cynthia? I think I'm going to discard Viridian with Reset Stamp just to get it out of my hand.
Sure.
And then I'm going to Cynthia.
Sure.
Since I do not want to Reset Stamp right now. This is one of those times in the game where Reset Stamp is a dead card, so... I could see the reason for not running it, but I like giving myself that option, especially with having Volkner in the deck, giving yourself an option.
Yeah, one of is fine.
Yeah, I think
just give yourself the option to disrupt your opponent's hand if it's getting way too out of control late in the game.
Alright, so... do we want to... I think I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the Zapdos here.
Yep.
Seems fine. Yeah, I'm just going to retreat. And Thunderous Assault for 110.
Okay. So we take that out. I will get to place 4 damage counters with Spell Tag, which is good. I think that we need to put 2 here, and then probably 2 onto Pikachu as well. I don't think it really matters, but that's what we're rocking. Okay, cool. Draw for turn. We have got a Pokémon in my hand, but no Pokemon. Love it. So here we could just bring back the Giratina again. I mean, at this point, though, it's starting to get a little bit sketchy because if Jesse can maybe just eventually pull off that Tag Bolt GX, he can take out multiple Malamars, which is really going to impede on my ability to win the game. So I'm not digging that. How much does this have on it?
So he has 120, 150. So he's got 150. So he's got 90 HP left.
90 HP left. I think. Yeah, we actually have to. We have to try and GX that thing. So we are going to for 10 and just take it out, and then hope that you don't go and hit my Mew for game. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sounds about right.
Feels bad, but like I think if you tag bolt this game, I think you just win.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm on. I mean, this is like the part of the game where you're just like, I really wish we played custom catchers.
Yeah, definitely.
But we do not have that. Let's just go and I don't want to pop the Tina out. We have to attack with the Mew Mew. Yep, that's just what we need. All right, let's Stellar Wish here. See what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got. Sometimes you just go for the Acrobike. Yeah, it's just what we got.
Does not feel good. You've had to Stellar Wish for Acrobike quite a few times this series.
Probably should have Cynthia first there. See what I got. I don't know. I kind of like the cards in my hand, but like.
Yeah.
It's fine. Then let's Viridian first. And oh, yeah, I do not even have a mysterious treasure.
Oh
in
no!
This deck. It's cool. Learning.
Rip.
It's cool. But by using this, I can actually just potentially acro bike into a Pokemon.
That'd be ideal.
So we do have that. Well, acro bike.
Ooh.
There we go.
Very nice.
We've got the Mewtwo and Mew.
There you
We've
go.
got double Psychic Recharge. Attach Return. Spell Tag is not really going to matter. If you knock that out, you win. So
Yeah, right, exactly.
I don't think it matters. But that's where it's going.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're going to Cynthia. Shuffle draw 6. And I'm going to be using the Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX to try and just take out that Pikachu, make it so that you can't Tag Bolt. I think that that's correct. Yeah, I mean, it feels really bad either way.
Right.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feels really bad either way. I'm just not sure that I have like a real win out.
Yeah, it's kind of in
If
that
I don't.
situation right now where you kind of just have to hope your opponent doesn't have it.
Right.
But honestly, there's only so much you can do when you're behind like that, especially playing Malamar.
Yeah. So I'm going to put 9 here, 1 here.
Okay.
With my espeon in deoxys. Attack the Cross Division GX. Unfortunately, not for
Volkner
20. And then
for energy switch, and then I'm going to attach
he
an
got
energy
it.
here, retreat here, energy switch here,
Electro Power.
electro power. Where is it? There it is, and I will lightning ride GX
Boom.
for 280. Woo!
Got him.
Let's go.
So
go,
Malamar
Chet.
falling apart there at the end.
Finally, we're hitting our. Well,
But-
not really finally, but I mean, he kind of drew pretty awkwardly that game, so.
Starting off
So, yeah.
strong, but showing its true colors
Yeah,
there
definitely.
at the end. That was like a 2-hour series.
Yeah, no, that was a long series. Woo!
It was a long series, but
that's okay. I mean,
thank you guys for staying tuned. I think it was
Yeah.
fun, informative. Learned a lot for sure. I think Pikachu is just a very tough deck to beat. Spell tags are very good
yes.
when they work with the Garchomp and Giratina. I did feel like that combo was really, really strong.
Yeah, definitely.
The espeon deoxys was good.
Yeah.
I mean, we brought a game to sudden death using that. I
I
think
think
it's
that GX move is just good enough to consider that card as a one-of in a lot of Malamar builds, especially with the limited gust.
with limited gust. I think the GX move is just it's perfect, especially with spell tags. You just finish things off for game,
Right.
which is something that you can't really rely on anymore. But as we saw, like the deck, it barely works, and this is maxed. I would consider this to be maxed out consistency.
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's maxed out consistency. I've got 4 Pokecom, 4 Mysterious Treasure, 4 Cynthia, 4 Lillie, 4 Acro Bikes, plenty of energy, 3 Spell Tags, 3 Viridians, right?
Right.
And we still miss attacks, right?
Yeah.
So it's still
One thing about
can be really tough.
One thing about Pikachu that surprised me lately is I knew this card is good, but like the GX move actually is surprisingly good against tag teams. Being able sometimes you don't really need to. Sometimes you are using Tag Bolt just so you have like the base 200 damage to be able to hit those numbers onto tag teams to one-shot them. But having the option to get 5 energies on this, then hit for 250 base is very strong. That means you're one electric power away from, as you saw, knocking out any tag team in the game that isn't a whale. So that's really strong. I think that's something that the deck actually really likes to see. You know, the tag bull isn't always something you're going to use. So having the option to Lightning Ride GX for that 280 damage with an electric power is really strong, as you can see there. So
for
really
sure.
like
That is definitely the big KO there.
Yeah.
I think we could go for just one more game.
I think one more. Yeah.
One more game, not a series, but just
Okay.
one. Yeah, one more game.